Okay, guys, there's just been a really cool trend that's been going on that I low-key really wanted to get involved in because I feel like I was one of the first people to do it. I used to make content when I was so young, wee little lad, always looking at the competitive perspective. And for those of you that have been watching for a long time, you know this is true. I've been looking at the competitive perspective for just everything that has ever existed ever. And there was even a point in my life, I only looked at things competitively. So now to see that, I think my nigga Wolfey has started this trend now where competitive players from all around are now speaking about the competitive take on shit like this. It just makes me so happy, dude. So I hit him up. I was like, yo, bro, been doing this for a while. I'd love to do it too. He's like, yo, go ahead. So here we are. I'll leave Wolfey's in the description down below. Shout out my boy. Want to him if he ever sees this. Listen, he's like the doubles god, right? So like I wanted to really go into this with like a singles perspective. So no, this is not going to be anything like a VGC perspective, just like a singles perspective for sure. I just think it's so cool. Like I've been making content like this for many, many, many years. So it's so cool to see a lot more of the people now give their competitive perspective. It's just dope. I've wanted this forever. All right, enough being weird. Let's get into it, guys. If you enjoyed the video, something like 1,000 likes is a like goal for another one of these. Let me know what you think down below. I mean, I'm not trying to be rude, but I'm very confident in my opinion when it comes to this. Again, this is only going based off competitive. So it's really hard to be subjective when it's like a literally backed by stats. I don't know, dude. Some things you can have a hot take on too, but we'll see where this goes. We'll see where this goes. So I'll knock out someone that's goated from the get-go. Singles format, I'll knock out someone that's good from the get-go. Blaziken. It's like Game Freak knew this Pokemon was good, amped it up even more, and gave him speed boost. They gave my man speed boost, dog. That's insane. He already had insane coverage, solid base attacker, dude, solid speed stat at the time. Because nowadays, if you're not at 100, you're kind of lacking. But for the time that he was at, his speed stat was phenomenal. Solid mixed stats as well, too. Solid mixed move pool. He was it, bro. He was it. He's the reason why we get so many firefightings. He started it all. And to be fair, yeah, you know, it's kind of deserved because he's incredible. Even in the anime, he smoked Ash as a Charizard. I'm just saying, dog, this guy's phenomenal. He's incredible. He's cracked. Then for whatever reason, they felt like giving him even more cracked stats with the same ability. Game Freak is just out of pocket. Why would you give this already good mon even more cracked stats, but keeping that same ability? Like, it's crazy, bro. Speed Boost even Mega is phenomenal. But low-key, even in Ubers, people run non-Mega Crystal just because you can be able to, like, run that Choice Scarf. Or you could run that Life Reunion if you wanted to. But mainly a Choice Scarf. Or Choice Band. Or sub SD. So, it's weird stuff. It's weird stuff. But you don't want to essentially let your item slot be on the Mega Crystal. Now, if you do, choice is yours, like I said again. But I don't know, man. Also, I don't know why I said Choice Scarf. I said Choice Scarf for Blaze. Everything else was the speed boost because Blaze Blaziken, for whatever reason, is also Ubers. It's just, listen, I don't know, man. Blaze Blaziken was also Ubers. Listen, I don't know about that one, dog, but hey, Speed Blaziken is phenomenal. Also, he took up a Mega slot, so you could have this phenomenal amount already, plus insert Mega here, plus Primal. Like, it's just, plus Mega, it's just crazy, dog. It gets phenomenal. It gets crazy. It's actually just insane, dude. TLDR, I'm enough jerking off Blaziken. You get it. He's the GOAT. Let's knock out someone who's not that good. In my honest opinion, from using this mon for multiple years, I don't really think this mon is this good. I put that Typhlosion down here and this mon is just, he's a glass cannon, but at the same time, I felt like he could hit harder. I can't even tell you his stat, his special attack stat. I think it's like 90 something off the top of my head. I can't even tell you. We can look at it here. I can't even tell you because I've tried with this mon so many times. I used to be the Are You GOAT? But Typhlosion is just, what is it? It is 109. Okay, for whatever reason, I thought it was 90. So it's 109 special attack at 100 speed. But I don't know. Nowadays, that stuff kind of gets power crept. You know, dude? Like, nowadays, that stuff really does get power crept. Not to mention, one of his best things he can do is Eruption. And it goes strictly based off HP. So the more he takes damage, the more his power weakens. I mean, you could run Fire Blast, but it's got a pretty decent chance to miss. Listen, man. Fire Blast being like, what, like 85, 70? Something like that. It's 85. Fire Blast is like 85 literally feels like it's actually like 32. I'm not even lying. If you play the game, you know. But it's just weird. Also, the move pool isn't really that good. Like, it's got like extra sensory and earthquake and stuff like that, which is like, okay. But I feel like if they gave this mon a better hidden ability, I would not be saying what I'm saying now. This mon actually had the potential to be like an insane powerhouse. Like, I mean, like in the right hands, you could choice specs this mon, choice specs eruption, and literally barely anything has taken the thing 2 hits. You know what I mean? Some mons, you just get 1 shot from full. Or you can run Specs Fire Blast and just be able to smoke everything, especially in the Sun team. But the fact that you have to do so much for him to be able to just catch up versus Blaziken, he's already there. You know what I mean? 1 protect, boom. Versus, or even not a protect, he's a solid stat, boom, just kill. You know what I mean? Versus like Typhlosion, where it's like, you know, very frail, not the tankiest. You know what I mean? Bop, 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 just gets smoked. Plus he's a fire type, and I just feel like being pure fire is just not the world's best thing. I mean, I've said this since the day I've been born. Like, fire typing is really just not the best typing. You need something else added onto it, because if you look at all the fire typings that are really good, you have things like Blaziken, Volcarona, Victini, Reshiram. Like, they have something to it. Even Incineroar, they got something to it that makes them better. Versus, like, Cinderace, which is like Greninja. He becomes everything. You know what I mean? He's Lily plus Ultra. So, the only pure fire type you could even say is, like, strong is Darmanitan, because he breaks the rules. He's cheating. But Typhlosion, I don't know, dude. The fact that his typing is there, and I feel like he can learn better moves. Like, imagine if this gave the guy like Aura Sphere rather than Focus Blast. Because being having the chance to miss Fire Blast, the chance to miss Focus Blast, you know what I mean? Even in a mix set, I know some people tried to run Iron Tail, like very early X and Y for Steel types. Wasn't the wave, dog. Was not the wave at all, dude. You know what I mean? Like, even if they made like his physical attack a little higher, because he gets decent physical moves like Earthquake, Power Up Punch, you know what I mean? All this stuff. But even T-Punch. But I mean, hey, I don't know. He's a rough cookie. He's a rough cookie. So we'll knock this out too. Incineroar is really strong. Like, he's crazy strong. Like, if this was doubles, he would probably be here and Blaziken would be here. But they're just going based off singles. Incineroar is pretty strong. Like, he's honestly a solid mon, like, especially in draft format, because there's multiple formats. There's VGC, there's Smogon singles, and then there's like draft format, which is actually surprised me a little different, like, to say the least, because you end up prepping for a specific amount of mon, for a specific amount of build, for even a specific player. It just a little different, but Incineroar is actually a pretty strong mon. The fact that he got Intimidate and they gave him Knockout, I think they actually eventually end up buffing him later on in Ultra Sun and Moon. That was it. Launch Sun and Moon didn't really seem like he was that great. And then Ultra Sun and Moon, they gave this guy Intimidate, they gave this guy Knockoff, they gave him these moves that he needed. I think he missed a couple fighting moves as well too. I'm pretty sure he didn't have Drain Punch prior. Maybe I'm wrong. Almost positive he didn't have it. I made a video on which starter of the 3 is the best when Sun and Moon first came out. Go check that out. But dude, he's actually not even that bad of a mon. Like, he's solid, he's initiative, he's got great bulk. The fact that he is neutral to fairy is honestly a plus, because most times he can either be weak to it because of dark stuff or resist it. So honestly, the fact that he's neutral isn't even really that bad. You know, like, because you look at Blaziken, he's also neutral. Typhlosion resists, but it's like, his power is limited for Typhlosion. Incineroar can do a lot. He's very versatile, very initiative heavy. You know what I mean? He can do, especially in Sword and Shield, dog. He's phenomenal in Sword and Shield, dude. He's phenomenal. Now, will that change when the DLC comes in? Maybe. Because Gen 7, I think he was an Argumon. I'm almost positive. I could be wrong. But I always thought that he was a little better than people give him what he was worth. But again, solid mon to say the least. Blastoise is literally the definition of mid. Like, he is the definition of power creep. Blastoise was power crept unbelievably strong. I'd even put him here. I'm being too nice. Well, okay, he got Shell Smash, so I'd put him here. Pre-Shell Smash, he would have definitely been here, but he got Shell Smash now, so I'd put him here. The fact that his stats, dude, like, he needs to be able to hit harder. Shell Smash is phenomenal, but if they would have buffed his special attack to where it's like, what, 85 right now? He's more tanky. If they would have buffed it to, let's say, like 115. But I will say, he is one of the fastest Shell Smash users in all of Pokemon. But the fact that, like, he still doesn't hit that hard, he should be hitting harder. You know what I mean? Like, the fact that he's 85 nowadays, I want more. It needs more. Like, even at minimum it was 100 with Shell Smash, then it's like, all right, dog, you going here, big boy. You shooting. He's loud when he shoot. But, I mean, again, solid mon. Like, he's middle of the road, solid. They give him Shell Smash, and that was one of the biggest Blastoise buffs, period. I know a big one was when they gave him all these unique moves like Dragon Pulse and Aura Sphere and X and Y when they gave him that Mega. Every generation, he seems to get something. Gen 7, they got the Z moves. Blastoise starting to be used a little bit more because of the Z moves. Tanky Z move mons, just great for lower tiers. He was starting to be used a little more. But then Gen 8 came out, and they gave that boy Shell Smash. Let's go. Yes, sir. We love to see it. Not much to say about Blastoise. He's more tanky, if anything. I mean, most of his best stats are in his defense stat. If I could change Blastoise, I would swap the Spadef with the speed, so it'd be 105. Or I'd even swap the special attack with the Spadef. So, regardless, because of how naturally bulky he is, and also being pure water, you know, pure water is kind of boring, but I mean, I feel like it's also one of the pure typings that just isn't really that bad. You know, like, but when you want to hit, you typically want to have another typing when you want to deal the most damage because of your versatility. You feel me, dude? But it's just one of those things where it's like, I don't know, dude. Like, I would prefer Water Fairy, but hey, I'm not. We're gonna chill. We're gonna chill. Blastoise, middle of the road. Don't gotta say too much about that. Venusaur is so strong right now. I would argue goated. Venusaur is so strong right now, dude. It is insane, bro. Like, Venusaur is like actually like one of the best meta comp teams right now, bro. He's fucking phenomenal. For now, I'm gonna put him in strong. He is incredible, dude. Sun teams are so powerful. We have never seen some teams as strong as they are in Generation 8. I think the last time people were using Sun teams was Gen 5. People were running them in Gen 6. People were really running them in Gen 7 like that. But Gen 5 is the last time I saw Venusaur being used this much in OU as a sweeper because of Ninetales drought when that first happened. But now, here we are now with phenomenal Torkoal drought. The fact that he is also one of the best mons to take on some of the most meta things out right now, like Corviknight and Clefable. He literally takes them on solo by himself, dude. Like, it's just phenomenal, dude. Takes on some of the best walls in the metagame. Corviknight, Clefable, Ferrothorn, like, he just does it all while soaking their hits. I know Corviknight can Brave Bird it, but you're literally faster than it, and if you growth, you are good. This mon can literally make you look free, dude. It's actually insane how strong Venusaur is within this. Like, it feels like they did something more. I don't know if they did or not, but the mon is just so good, dude. He's just so good. If they did buff him in this game, someone let me know. I haven't looked too deep with the Venusaur, but he has been phenomenal in 2020, Gen 8. He's been phenomenal, dude. Ever since Pokemon Home, he's been phenomenal, dude. Sweeper, dude. Easily one of the best sweepers in the metagame right now, dude. Easily, he deserves this spot at being super strong. I'd even put like Incineroar down here just to make Venusaur look as strong as he is. I mean, maybe Incineroar can be down there because right now he's like, his usage is slowly falling, but I feel like it's falling because either people aren't really with it or the Intimidate nerf really did hit him because, Jesus Christ, man. I'd have to look at a UE usage thing. I haven't looked too deep into it. But Venusaur, cracked mon, guys. Cracked. Urge you to use him. Charizard is, I'm gonna put him here realistically. Like, Charizard's actually getting a little bit usage, strictly based off of, like, I've seen people run him in rain teams or they're like Specs Hurricane or something like that. And oddly enough, Charizard's speed stat, I know it's very similar to Typhlosion. It's based 100 as well. I think Typhlosion is a little faster, if I'm not mistaken. Almost positive, right? No, it's on the dot. It's the same thing, but wait. So I just blow my own mind. Okay, guys, I do a lot of Gen 2 slander on my channel. I'm sorry if you love Gen 2. But Charizard and Typhlosion have literally the same stats. That typing is the difference. He ends up resisting things like, let's say, fighting moves. He ends up quad resisting bug. You know, just quad resisting grass. 2 quad resist. Like, he just ends up resisting a lot more from Typhlosion. Ends up making him a lot more naturally bulkier. Like, yeah, entry hazard is gonna hurt him a lot worse. But the fact that he just has better moves as well, too, dog. That other typing is literally the difference between these two. It's phenomenal. I did not know they had the exact same stats in the exact same order. I'm flabbergasted. I truly am flabbergasted. I was unaware they had the exact same stats in everything. I am speechless. Yo, I'll leave a like if I blew your mind, dude. I'm blown away. Charizard, though, I mean, this money hits hard. Like, he absolutely can hit hard if he specs him, dude. Especially, like, I feel like with Airstream just made him better. But, yeah, we're going non-Dynamax in this. And Charizard's still there. Like, he still struggles with the same stuff. Like, since Sun's being a little more prevalent, Solar Power is kind of pog sometimes. But the reason why you run over Charizard over Venusaur is literally a gimmick. You would not, with a brain, run Charizard over Venusaur. You would not do that. You would just not. You would not, dude. Meganium is just, I'm going to put you down here. Like, what do you do? This mon does absolutely nothing. It puts up screens to what, die? It doesn't even really get recovery like that. Like, it gets synth, but like, you need that, I feel like if this mon got Regenerator and they made it a fairy type, that's it. That's it. That's it. Regenerator, fairy, boom, top tier. This mon could dead ass shoot up to here if it made it a fairy with a generator, dude. Its move pool is tough. This thing's typing is tough. This thing's usage is tough. Its ability, its hidden ability is Leaf Guard. Like, it's just tough, dude. It's tough. I don't know why they only gave Typhlosion the only good, or I'm sorry, Typhlosion. I don't know why they gave Feraligatr the only good hidden ability out of all the Gen 2 starters. It will never make sense to me, guys. This video could end up being an hour with how long I can speak about this, but TLDR, Meganium is rough, buddy. It is rough for you. Like, you could be better, you could, because it's got that bulk. You know what I mean? It's got that bulk. 80 HP with 100 of both defense stats is honestly not bad. And 80 in all of the stats, his stats aren't the problem. It's literally his move pool and typing and his ability. It's everything else. It's just everything else, dude. And his design. Man, fuck that. Okay, anyways. I'll put Sceptile in mid. Sceptile, competitively, I would definitely put him in mid because he's definitely better than these two. Especially with Unburden. The mon's already fast, and the fact that he gets incredibly faster with Emboar is just insane. Normal Gem, was it Flying Smack or Max was insane? I'm pretty sure you got Fake Out. Or not Fake Out. It was, I don't remember. There was some normal gem strat that people used to use them. I truly told, I can't to save my life, dude. I just can't. But the guy's good. The guy is absolutely good. I'm gonna say good. Like, once DLC comes out, a lot of this will change because I'm going this strictly based off the current meta right now. Because realistically, like, in overall sense, when everything was here in Sun and Moon, I'd probably put him like right here. But like, you know, obviously he's not in the game right now, dude. But if he were to be, he'd definitely be right in the middle. He's got solid coverage, solid moves. I feel like this mon doesn't really hit that hard anymore, dude. Because, I don't know, he's also really frail too. Like, you breathe on him and he dies. You know, dude, but it's just one of those things where it's like they really pumped everything into his speed stat. They really did. Like, 100 special attack nowadays is like average. You know what I mean, dude? He has 105, a little bit above average. It's average nowadays. Power creep has really hurt mons like some of these starters. So he's got a phenomenal speed stat, and that alone could be convenient. You know what I mean? Decent moves he learns, that alone could be convenient. You know? I just feel like if they could give him a little more moves, like, imagine if they gave this guy, like, I don't know, like, I don't even know, like, does he get Drain Punch? He doesn't get Drain Punch. Okay, never mind. Does he get Knockoff? Yeah, imagine if they give him Knockoff. There we go. They give him Knockoff. Oh, yeah, we good. Gator, I'd probably also put, like, right on here about mid. Definitely a strong mon to say the least as well, too. Like, not strong, but he's definitely like an average tier mon as well, too. He's one of those things where if in the right hands, you could also sweep, similar to all three of these mons. They literally all could sweep, except for Incineroar. Incineroar is more oppressive, and the other three, they could sweep in the right hands, but especially things like Gator and Blastoise, they sweep in the exact same style. I guess Swords Dance, Fly to Acrobatics as well, too, you know what I mean? But all three of them, they sweep the exact same way. Set up, sweep, kill everything in the game. But the thing about Gator is he has cheese. You get that Waterfall flinch, you are good, dude. And the fact they give him Sheer Force out of all the Gen 2 starters, he's easily the best. I know people talk about Typhlosion a lot, but nobody speaks about Feraligatr that much. He really is the best when it comes out of the three competitively. He is the strongest. The mod was even killing it in OU water teams. Water mono, it was just insane. With Rain Mono Water, it was just crazy, bro, when they first brought out his ability. It was insane, dude. It was insane. Sorry, I talk fast sometimes, but it was insane, dude. So as things went on, obviously as we got more and more power creep, Feraligatr just kept falling and falling. I remember when Sheer Force came out, everybody was running him on OU, bam, everyone was smacking him. I mean, in the right hands, he could smoke Lando Heatran teams just like that. As well as with Ferrothorn in the right hands, dude, because Ice Punch, I don't know, man, but Ferrothorn 9 times out of 10 swallows it, but the fact that if you get it low enough and then you get the Lando and the Heatran, scoop, you blow all them away. But it's one of those things where as the meta kept going and as the games and generations kept happening, it was one of those things where, like, he got power crept hard. Like, we got things like Tapu Koko, we got Magearna, things like that. You know what I mean? It just ended up like, why would you run this guy? Magnezone even got better. There was even a point in time where Gen 7OU, Mega Swampert was literally like a top 3 mons at one point in Gen 7OU. And it's just like Mega Swampert literally does the exact same thing, but without setup. Just put up Rain over setting up and boom. He already has the power, you know what I mean? He naturally already comes to power. So, hate to see for sure. I'm like, okay, so Venusaur is really the one I look at when it comes to like the most changed because of current meta. Some you can't obviously base off of the current meta. So there's like an overall grand scheme of things. I know earlier I said a current meta, but this is like an overall grand scheme of things, guys. But yeah, this cat hair on my tongue. Anyways, yeah, so Venusaur is like the one that keeps swapping, because I'm almost positive like last meta he was here or here. He was one of the two, but now he's here because of the current meta. So it's just weird, but I'm still looking at it as an overall grand scheme of things. And there was always a time where Venusaur was just always up there. So I gotta put him up there. You know what I mean, dude? Things like Infernape, definitely goated, dude. Infernape is so versatile. He was the #1 mon in Gen 4 U at a point. I think Scizor or Jirachi ended up taking that spot. But at one point, it was Infernape as well, too. Regardless, Infernape was definitely a top 5 threats in Gen 4 DPPOU. Phenomenal mon. Even in Gen 6, it seemed like he even got better in Gen 6 because they gave him all these brand new moves. So it was phenomenal, dude. I know Fairies came out, but he was one of those fighting types that could still get away with Fairies being there. I mean, he's always been a top-tier UU threat, but power creep ended up happening at a point when Blaziken came out and Infernape came out afterwards. Infernape was actually the best starter of all time. He was better than all previous starters, even Blaziken, but then Game Freak decided to give the hidden ability speed boost to Blaziken, and that really just ended up shafting Infernape there on the reason why you pick Infernape over Blaziken then, because Infernape is just naturally faster. He has better coverage, and he also has one of those things where they just, like, he's got more priority moves, he's got more coverage, dude. I mean, he's also one of those things too, though, where his mixed stats are just better. He's got 104 in both, and Blaziken, if I'm not mistaken, one is 90, one is 100, one is 120, and one is 110. So that's a lie. I just lied on video. But it's the fact that he just was like more versatile. That alone still stands. He was actually more versatile. Yeah, Blaziken hit it harder versatile in B mixed, but Infernape just learned better coverage, and he was able to take out the threats at the time that were just so prevalent versus Blaziken, who slowly started to get power crept. You know what I mean? So it's just crazy, dude. So Infernape is a Don, unfortunately, for his time. Unfortunately, he's a little power crept now, but I got a feeling, and if he were to drop right now, we got Dynamax, he would be cracked. I'm almost positive he gets a flying move. He'll be cracked. Blaziken doesn't even talk to me about Dynamax. He would be cracked. Infernape is definitely up there for sure. Let's see, we'll get Inteleon out the way. Inteleon, I would realistically say, is a mid-tier mon as well, too. Like, this thing hits hard, and it's got really, it hits hard, and it's got a really good speed stat. I mean, I'm pretty sure the thing is literally all speed and special attack. So if something got the speed and special attack to do that, but like I always talk about it, the only thing that's holding this mon back is the move pool. It literally should be able to do more because of the move pool. I might be too harsh. It might realistically have to be here because it just hits so hard. But what's the point if you can't learn a lot of moves? You know what I mean? Like, it literally cannot learn a lot of moves, but it's also, I don't know, dude, it's just tough. It's tough, dude. It's tough. Like, the thing doesn't learn a lot of moves. If it got a lot of better moves, boom. Or if it's hidden ability, which is hidden ability is like, okay, it's getting Sniper. So it's Snipe Shot. I mean, it also gets Focus Energy. The thing will crit Scald, crit Snipe Shot, like almost every single time. It's similar to the Kingdom Strat. But the thing about this mon is that you're literally you're dumping water and ice moves. That's about it. What, maybe a Shadow Ball, dude? Maybe a U-turn? It's literally dumping water and ice moves. That's about it. So it's coverage. You got the Dons up here, you got insane coverage, and then there's just Inteleon, man. Not Pog. Swampert, I just was a strong mon. Swampert's always been good at taking hits, especially in Draft League. He's phenomenal in Draft League. I've used him so many times in Draft League. He's also just been really consistent. Swampert has consistently been a UU mon, I think, since the beginning, but he's definitely an OU mon at the beginning as well, too. Especially in the early times, Swampert was phenomenal. Easy a top 20 threat. Nowadays, he's still pretty decent as a wall. I mean, I wish that we give this mon like recovery, but at the same time, I also don't, because then I feel like he'd probably never die then. But again, he gets so much coverage. He does so much stuff. You can run him in any way or style, and that's the beauty of Swampert. You can run offensive, you can run a defensive. Hell, even last meta, Mega Swampert was up there, dude. People sometimes even run standard Swampert just to take on things like Coco Magirna. I mean, you're crazy if you did it, but I saw people did it. And nowadays, I mean, they always preferred the Mega, but nowadays, we don't know because he's not out of the game. But if he were to be out of the game, especially within the current cut Dex meta, he would definitely be a strong tier threat for sure. This would be a high 2 UU mod, maybe even like a low OU mod for sure. I mean, he just does it all, dude. He just does so much. He's so helpful with wall breaking as well, dude, because of that fat skull burn and toxic, dude. It's just so good. And Roar, rocks, round of applause. Loki, I sometimes wish he was like better Gastrodon. Like, imagine if Gastrodon got rocks. Like, imagine if the kid just got recover, just like Gastrodon, they trade. I don't know, dude, it's whatever, but he's definitely not a bad mod, to say the least. Torterra. Man. Like, I always feel like this mon has potential. You know what's crazy? They gotta give this mon the Blastoise treatment. Why does he not get Shell Smash? He's got a bigger shell than Blastoise. Someone tell me why he doesn't get Shell Smash. I don't get it, dude. I just don't get it. But it's also one of those things, too, where he just... like, he does the damage, right? His typing offensively is honestly not that bad. All of his stats are great, except for the speed. And that typing really hurts him, dude. Quad weak to ice is going to suffer, and it wouldn't be that bad if he could at least move. He can't move. Like, if he gets Shell Smash, then he would definitely be, like, right here. For sure. For sure. I know they give him, like, what? Like, he gets, like, Rock Polish, but it's not the same. It's not the same because Shell Smash also boosts your stats with the speed. Rock Polish doesn't do that. It's just speed. So, like, this guy, he has it all almost. His typing's holding him back because of how slow he is. If he was faster, like, let's say if he, like, had base 120 speed, like Empoleon, he would definitely be up here, dude. Like, once this guy is able to move, bam, 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 like, he's dealing the damage, but the recoil, like, I also feel like they should give him Rock Head. They give him Shell Armor, which I'm like, okay, I mean, he's tanky enough to live some crits. I don't know why they give him Shell Armor. Like, we get why, because it's a shell, it's armor, we get it, yada, yada. But, dude, imagine if you got something like Rock Head. You wouldn't take any recoil from Woody Hammer, that it would be a little better. It's simple stuff like that that wouldn't make him too broken. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, give him adaptability. Give him, like, 100 speed. That's broken as hell, dude. But give him, like, Rock Head would be solid, dude. It'd be solid for sure. Or, like, even, like, Solid Rock. He's able to take, like, super effective moves a little better, like Serperior. I don't know, dude. It just sucks. I love Torterra so much. It just sucks that he's held back like that, dude. It really does. Emboar, I'm going to be honest. My personal bias wants to put him here because what switches in on a choice banded Emboar? And he's taking up to live 1 hit guaranteed. 1 hit guaranteed. So... obviously, if you're not counting, like, in the rain, stat modifiers, all that bullshit, 1 hit, guaranteed, he's taking, dude. He just deals so much damage. He's got the same issue from Torterra. He can't move. There's no point in making a firefighting if you can't move. He is the reason of Game Freak. He's the definition of Game Freak's flaws. They're like, yo, firefighting, bam. Niggas love Blaziken. Firefighting, bam. Boys love Infernape. Firefighting? What's up with Emboar? Like, dog, firefighting is an offensive typing, and it shows with the first two. But Emboar can't do it because he's bulky offensive. You need to be fast in order to have that offensive typingness. You know, most fighting types are slow, so having a fast fighting type really shows how much powerful they could be. That's not the play at all, you know what I mean? It's just not the play, period. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. But, like, if he hits, he hits. But he's a little faster, obviously, than Emboar. Like what is Torterra? Torterra's like 56. I don't know Emboar at the top of my head. I think it's like 60-something, right? 65. Okay. So he moves a little faster. He's obviously a lot tankier as well, too. Like, he's got that 110 HP. You know, like, he's just so much tankier. And he's also not quad weak to fucking ice, dude. So, I definitely got to put him there for sure. Like, this is maybe my personal bias because I don't want him on the same tier as well on Blastoise. Like, I'm going to make another tier. This is too rough. Like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna definitely put him here because he can't be in the same tier as Blastoise and Empoleon. He just can't. He just cannot. You know what I mean? He can't, bro. Wait, this is mid. This just needs work. Like, if they get work, they're solid, bro. You know what I mean? But then this is a crime because Typhlosion is definitely better than these two. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We put that there, put that there, we put that there, put that there. Yeah, put that there. Yes, that's a lot better. That is a lot better. But then Charizard. Yeah. Heavy duty boots also. Heavy duty boots came out. Yeah. Looking at this list, this is a lot better. I'm trying to be as unbiased as possible because I have a hatred for Charizard. But realistically, with heavy, I have entirely almost forgot about heavy duty boots. Yeah. Yeah, bro. Yeah. But I can't run the same. This is tough. I'd have to do a middle tier just for Charizard because Charizard's not as good as these guys, but he's definitely better than these guys. Let's do it. Let's do it because it's just too tough. My brain is everywhere because I love talking about stuff like this. So, yes. Yes. I'll put them there then. And we just delete this row then. Okay. Charizard gets his own tier. This is a lot better. I'm more comfortable with this. Okay. I have to be comfortable with this because I want to be correct. I have to be comfortable with this. Okay. Empoleon, definitely a strong mon. I think it's phenomenal, consistent. Roar Scald, Stealth Rocks, dog. If they get Roost, like, dog. What do I gotta say about Empoleon, guys? Like, he's just so consistent. And I feel like it's one of those mons as well, too. Sorry, I said Roost. My brain is working too fast. He deserves to get Roost, is what I meant to say. He most definitely deserves to get Roost. I mean, it's Empoleon, bro. Like, give my man Roost. Give him Roost. He doesn't really get much recovery. Like, I think people would run, like... I personally would run, like, what is it? Like an Agility Pataya Berry set? Oh, my God, dude. I still have old videos of me smoking the OU ladder with Empoleon, dude. This thing is so underrated. It's so slept on, bro. You know what I mean, dude? Like, I can see even cheese sets with Iron Defense nowadays. Some super cheesy sets. And they're buffing Steel types as they keep going. We're getting more... Like, imagine if the thing got Drawdown Switch move. It'd be phenomenal, dude. Or even if they give the new Meteor upcoming beam. Meteor Beam. Empoleon, I feel like would only be getting better due to all the mechanical buffs of Dynamax, of the brand new Steel moves. You know what I mean, dude? Like, it would only get better. So, I'm here for it. I really am. Solid mon to say the least. Primarina, like I said, again, definitely a strong mon. I think people slept on this mon hard because of Poplio. This thing does so much damage and it's so tanky. I've seen this thing just one-shot a whole team of 6 by itself, dude. You don't even need to set up. Slap a choice specs on, max feature special attack, bop, bop, bop. You are killing 2 mons guaranteed with this thing. And killing 2 mons, getting that, like, confidential, like, momentum, you're there, dude. You were literally there. This thing is a powerhouse release. I made a video about it, talk about all of the starters. It is phenomenal. It is cracked. It's crazy, bro. It's such a strong mon. Plus, Water Fairy is one of the best type of combinations ever. I would definitely argue that. Like, obviously, the best one of all time is Steel Fairy, but I would definitely argue Water Fairy is number 2 for the second best typing, dual typing, period, dude. Like, it's cracked. It's such a good typing. It made an average mon like Azumarill, who's an average tier threat in the UU meta of Gen 5, a beast in Gen 6, a beast in Gen 7. He's not even here, dude, but Water Fairy is just bust. It's such a good typing. Game Freak, pop off. Everybody hated Poplio when they slept, when it's actually the easiest run of Alola you could ever do. Like, easy, bro. Easy mode. Serperior is definitely strong as well, too. This mon started off being here, but then they released his hidden ability. He is literally the definition of having almost everything, but then getting a god tier hidden ability, and you're set. You are literally set, bro. You're set. Like, imagine, like, they didn't even need to give this guy coverage because you don't need it. All you need is Leaf Storm and Hidden Power Fire. That's it. Oh, Ferrothorn? Leaf Storm and then Hidden Power Fire, dog. You are good, bro. Even set up a sub behind it, get that free Leaf Storm and then Hidden Power Fire. This thing is phenomenal, bro. This thing is so strong, dude. Like, it's such a good mon to have on your team to just be able to open up those windows to either get a revenge killer out there because they got to bring things low or just kill everything in the field, or it's easily one of the best revenge killers IMO out of all the starters, if not the best revenge killer out of all the starters, just because of how well he does it. You know, like, he's just so good. He literally cheats the game because you don't need coverage. You see everybody else is up here because they have phenomenal coverage. He doesn't need coverage. He cheats. Serperior cheats. He's Shulk. All right, next. Dog, this thing is bad. I have nothing to say. I will go to my grave. Torterra is better than this thing. Emboar is better than this thing. Typhlosion is better than this thing. Charizard. This thing does nothing. What does it add to a team? Torterra hits hard. Emboar hits hard. Typhlosion hits hard. You know what I mean? Plus, Typhlosion and Emboar got that natural bulk. This thing is nothing. It's nothing. I'd argue it's one of the worst starters ever. It's nothing, dude. It is literally nothing, dude. Like, it doesn't really deal that much. Yeah, it's got 108 special attack. Yeah, it's got 95 HP. But this thing learns bare bone moves. I mean, it gets, like, decent stuff like X, Waterfall, Swip Power, all that stuff. But we need more, dog. I mean, unfortunately enough, they give the thing knockoff too. Maybe I'm being rude. I am being rude. I have a bias. I hate this thing. But I don't know, dude. Like, is there anything really trash? Yes, Meganium's thing is actually useless. I mean, being totally realistic, Samurott out of a bunch of other water Pokemon down a lower tier could be viable, but he's just one of those things where I don't know why he's not water fighting. If he was water fighting, he would easily be up here. Also, like, again, they give him shell armor. Game Freak, what are you doing? Why? This is the perfect adaptability mon. Like, he actually deserves adaptability. They give it to Basculin, a pure water mon. That is literally what carried Basculin. It could easily carry Samurott, dude. Samurott is one of those mons, too, where I was very much disappointed as a kid looking at this design. But we're not talking about designs like competitively, it just kind of suffers. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things where he got phenomenally power crept. It could have been better with his abilities. They could have added another dual typing to it. It's just one of those things where I don't really think they really tried, I guess. Like, they could have done more to this mon, and they just feel like they left it empty. It's literally dry bones. That is the best way I can explain it. It is dry bones. I'm sorry this video is long. I love talking about these topics. We'll kind of get through a little quicker. Decidueye is definitely, like I'd say, like, it's okay. Like, it's got solid stats, solid move coverage. Wish it got a little bit more, but solid move coverage to say the least. I mean, what more can you ask from U-turn knockoff? You know what I mean? Like, literally, like, what? Yeah, he does get knockoff. I have to double check. What more can you ask from that? I mean, he's also just one of those things as well, too, where it's just, I don't know, dude. Like, it just ended up being one of those things where, okay, we're going to end up changing this, right? Because now that I put Decidueye here, we're going to put Blastoise up there and Incineroar up there. That's a lot better. There we go. Because Blastoise and Incineroar are in a tier of their own. Blastoise getting Shell Smash is just godlike. I mean, if they buff his stats come next game, that's even better. But Shell Smash Blastoise is so powerful. It's actually crazy, dude. But yeah, like I said, Decidueye, I just feel like he's always been missing something. I mean, his hidden ability is gimmicky, but I don't know. I feel like he's always missed something. I just can't tell you what. I mean, he's frail and not that fast. It's his speed. If this mon had 100 speed, he would definitely be a little stronger. He's just slow. Chestnut, I'll put a mid for now, but like he literally, I don't know, dude, like Chestnut's solid when it comes to a sweeper. I've seen people sweep with Chestnut, but it's not consistent. And he's also one of those things too, I just feel like if you're grass fighting, you should be faster. It's kind of like the firefighting technique, and he's not. You're tanky. You're quad weak to flying, you're weak to ice, weak to fairy, weak to fire, weak to psychic. You're weak to all these things. And realistically, like the fighting only helps the grass because he can touch steel types prior, and now he can't, and that's literally it. Because grass can already touch rock and ground. So I don't know, dude. Plus his stats are solid, but I don't know. I just feel like it's one of those things where slow and typing this is what's really hurting this guy. So it sucks, huh? Sucks. This is Delphox, y'all might be a little surprised about this. This mon is actually not bad. It's got that weird speed set that outspeeds a bunch of unorthodox mons. It's so weird, bro. It outspeeds Hydreigon, all these weird mons, dude. Like, it's such a weird speed. It's 1 point faster than Garchomp. It outspeeds all these weird mons where pre-patch X and Y, like super early days, people were running the thing and it was running the house pre-patch. Dog, nobody's running Chestnut pre-patch. It was all Delphox and Greninja. Because Delphox was low-key not bad. Good special attack set, solid speed set. It could be better. The only issue is that he can't take a knockoff to save his life. Like, he's getting two-shot. You know what I mean, dude? So, sucks. And that's a very meta move. He sucks to suck, huh, dude? Especially, he's not bad. They also introduced Assault Vest. Definitely solid. Definitely Gimmick at least as well, too. Like, I mean, the Fire Psychic is very interesting, dude. He was just fighting. He ends up making the bug neutral. Like, it's very convenient, dude. You know what I mean, dude? So, I don't know. It's such a weird mon, dude. It's such a weird mon, dude. But, you know what it is. Rillaboom, I would probably say as well, too, is middle of the road. Rillaboom is in the middle of the road. Yeah, and when anybody comes out, he might end up being stronger. We're going to have to end up seeing. Because Pure Grass is just weird, but we're going to have to end up seeing how he impacts the meta when Incinerator comes out. And then this is not hard, because the last two are literally the same mons, and they go ungoated. They both have Protean. They both shit out damage like it's their job. They're both crazy fast. I mean, Cinderace's speed stat is 119. Greninja's is 122. It's barely anything different at all, dude. They have insanely god-tier coverage. And the fact that one of them gets court change, a phenomenal move we all slept on. And heavy duty boots. Like, this meta was made for this mon, dude. It's crazy. But I think this is pretty definitive. I mean, there could be some changes. Some people would probably put Inteleon higher. I will tell you right now, Inteleon deserves to stay where it's at. It doesn't matter how strong he is when he just only does one thing. I mean, if he did that one thing with a god tier ability like Serperior, yes, then he'd be strong, but he doesn't. Most of the mons in mid, I feel like they need more. By needing more, I mean like 100 speed nowadays is kind of average. So this Delphox needs that Scarf. Sceptile needs better moves, maybe another typing, maybe another inability. I don't know, dude. I don't know. It just feels weird. Gator is also kind of gimmicky. You need to set up like 2 Dragonators in order to outspeed almost everything in the game. I feel like one's not enough. The Decidueye is just slow. Chess is just slow. Rillaboom. Potential. We'll see. But I think this is a really solid list. I know this video is really long, guys. I wanted to go into in-depth as possible. I know I talk fast. I'm sorry sometimes you can't understand me, but I'm very passionate when it comes to this stuff. I mean, one of my most viewed videos is top 5 starters competitively. So I most definitely wanted to hop on this train and do this video. It's like my brand, dude. So I'm just honestly excited that this is what people are talking about. Makes me very happy. It does. I mean, I went into it as in-depth as possible. I would love to probably make a video in the future. Changes for some of the mons that are in like the lacking ones. Like, I really feel like if you give that right ability to Typhlosion, he's going strong. You know what I mean? Like, his shackles are there, bro. But I don't know, dude. Torterra deserves Shell Smash. And Emboar, you can't save him, dog. He's too slow. He can't. He's too slow. I don't know. We'll see. Guys, if you enjoyed the video, stop by like. It's a little longer than our normal videos here, but I really wanted to get in depth with it. Hit 1,000 likes. I went pretty hard for this, guys. Let me know your thoughts down below. Do you agree, disagree? Again, I think this is very... I think this is facts. Realistically, I think this is just facts. I really do. I wouldn't change anything on this list at all. I think everything is perfect the way that it is. But if you guys disagree, I'd love to hear what you guys think. And yeah, see you guys next time.